Suspicions and secrets in the disappearance of Phyllis, the Young and the Restless. In the complex world of the Young and the Restless, there is no shortage of tension and mystery. One of the recent situations that has attracted special attention is the mysterious disappearance of Phyllis Summers and Sharon Newman. These two women suddenly disappeared without a trace, creating a mess in the Abbott family, Newman, and those around them. Suspicions surrounding this case are constantly increasing, and Billy Abbott is the first to jump into the investigation, with unpleasant suspicions about Sally Spectra. Billy Abbott and suspicions about Sally. Billy Abbott has always been a strong-willed character who always tries to bring things to light. However, when he discovers that Phyllis and Sharon have disappeared without a clear explanation, Billy feels that something is wrong. In Billy's opinion, it couldn't be a simple accident or an accidental disappearance. Such a sudden disappearance, especially with two influential women in the family, must have been caused by some kind of intervention. Billy did not hesitate to raise suspicions about Sally, who was increasingly becoming a mysterious figure in the lives of the key figures. He noticed that Sally was acting rather strangely. She was hanging out with a masked man, and Billy thought that this might be a sign that she was hiding some important secret. So Billy decided to follow Sally's movements, hoping to find clues about the disappearance of Phyllis and Sharon. Shocking discovery: Phyllis and Sharon arrested. After a period of monitoring and investigation, Billy finally discovered a shocking truth. The group that Sally is associated with is not just a normal criminal group, but is actually directly involved in the arrest of Phyllis and Sharon. They did not just disappear randomly, but were arrested in a purposeful situation, possibly a conspiracy that is gradually being revealed. This not only worries Billy, but also raises the question of whether Sally and the people around her are trying to hide a big secret that Billy has not been able to find out. The evidence that Billy has collected indicates that Sally is not only involved in this, but may also have a key role in putting Phyllis and Sharon in a dangerous situation. This is extremely important information, and Billy decides not to ignore it, even if it may cause danger to himself. Will Billy risk it to rescue Sharon and Phyllis? One of the big questions being asked is whether Billy will take the risk to rescue Phyllis and Sharon. With all the information gradually revealed, getting these two women out of danger becomes more urgent than ever. However, this is not easy. Billy understands that if he does not calculate carefully and act cautiously, not only will he not be able to save Phyllis and Sharon, but he may also encounter unforeseen consequences. Besides, Billy also faces another difficult problem: how to avoid being detected during the investigation. Sally and the people involved are definitely watching Billy's every move, and if he is not careful, he may be discovered and face resistance from the other side. Daniel and Nick, the secret keepers. While Billy is trying to investigate the disappearance of Phyllis and Sharon, Daniel and Nick Newman play an important role in hiding the truth that cannot be revealed. Although they both know that something is wrong with Phyllis and Sharon's disappearance, they cannot bring themselves to speak out about it. Daniel, who is worried about his mother, and Nick, who is in the middle of a family feud, decide to work together to keep the news under wraps, even though the truth may soon come out. After a strange phone call from Phyllis and Sharon, Daniel and Nick begin to realize that things may not be as simple as they seem. Phyllis and Sharon, in a dangerous situation, try to comfort their family with brief statements that they are okay, even though it is clear that no one can believe them. These statements may temporarily ease the anxiety, but they cannot stop the growing suspicions. The story becomes more complicated when Summer, Phyllis's daughter, begins to have her own suspicions. In a moment of coincidence, Summer hears Phyllis's voice, while Nick hears Sharon's. This creates a strange situation that cannot be easily explained. The voices of these two women could not have appeared at the same time without something fishy. While this is a factor that helps to prevent any major suspicions about Phyllis and Sharon's disappearance, for Summer, this only makes her feel more worried about her mother's current condition. Summer cannot sit still and assume that everything is as simple as the words they said on the phone. She decides to find the truth herself, and this may put her in unexpected danger. The biggest question remains: will Billy succeed in rescuing Phyllis and Sharon? And what impact will the secrets that Sally, Daniel, Nick and the others are hiding have on the future of the Abbott and Newman families? Everyone in this story has their own reasons for protecting their secrets, but nothing can be hidden forever. The truth about Phyllis and Sharon's disappearance will soon be revealed, and the decisions each person makes will create an unpredictable change. As Billy continues his investigation, and Nick, Daniel, Summer, and the rest of the cast face tough choices, we can only wait and see what happens next in this thrilling story. In the world of intrigue and mystery on The Young and the Restless, the suspense and chases always keep viewers glued to the screen. One of the most intriguing stories is the mysterious disappearance of Phyllis Summers. Missing without a trace, without explanation, and suspicions are rising. With Billy Abbott, Nick Newman, Daniel, and the rest of the cast worried, this story promises to be filled with tension and surprises. Follow the story from each character's perspective and discover the secrets that are slowly being revealed. Billy Abbott returns from Paris and worried about Phyllis. Billy Abbott, after a business trip to Paris, returns home with increasing anxiety about Phyllis's sudden disappearance. He cannot understand why she disappeared so mysteriously, and he cannot accept the vague explanations given by those around him. What Billy does know is that Phyllis informed Summer that she was following up on important leads at work and warned her not to reveal this information to Billy. This only makes Billy feel more uneasy. Phyllis, who has always been independent and decisive, is acting strangely this time. He cannot help but wonder, is there something behind this disappearance? Or is Phyllis in some danger that he does not know about? Summer warns Daniel and Nick, kept secrets. Summer, despite her concern for her mother, is in a difficult position when Phyllis asks her to keep important information a secret. Not only does she have to keep it from Billy, but she also has to warn Daniel and Nick about the situation, making them play an important role in keeping the truth hidden. Summer knows that if Billy finds out about this, he will not only worry but also make things more complicated. So Summer tries to keep things under control, but her anxiety about her mother's condition increases. Daniel and Nick can't help but play the role of protecting this secret, even though it may lead to unforeseen conflicts and tensions when they face Billy. When Billy returns, Daniel and Nick try to stay calm and rationally explain that Phyllis is just going somewhere to have some private time. However, this explanation could not convince Billy, because he knew that Phyllis was someone who would not easily leave her job and important responsibilities, especially when she was excited about her job at Abbott Communications. Billy knew Phyllis and her motives too well, so he did not easily believe these explanations. This made him even more suspicious and decided to monitor every move of the people involved. Billy could not stop thinking about these strange developments. He realized that something was wrong, and his hypotheses became more and more vague but no less frightening. Phyllis, a strong and independent woman, had mysteriously disappeared without any clear notice, and the people around her were acting very strangely. This made Billy believe that Phyllis might have gotten into big trouble. He wondered if she had been captured by someone or caught up in some conspiracy that he could not fully understand. These speculations make Billy determined not to give up his search for the truth about Phyllis's disappearance, even though it may lead him into unforeseen dangers. While Billy is still anxiously searching for Phyllis and Sharon's situation is getting more complicated when they are captured by a mysterious person. This captor not only holds them captive but also forces them to participate in a stressful psychological game. During their captivity, Phyllis and Sharon must face questions, games down memory lane, to exploit the deep memories that they have tried to bury. These challenges are not just simple puzzles but also psychological confrontations, requiring them to face the mistakes of the past, the decisions they have made in life. Interestingly, in this process, Phyllis and Sharon will have to solve puzzles related to their own history, the events that shaped who they are today. These memories are not always easy to face, and may make Phyllis and Sharon feel hurt and pushed to the limit of endurance. However, it is also from these challenges that they will find important traces to help them escape the current dangerous situation. The truth is revealed, the secret of Phyllis and Sharon as clues from the past begin to appear. Phyllis and Sharon realize that they not only have to face their own challenges, but also have to find a way to escape the control of the captor. However, things are not so easy. They will have to learn to trust each other, face the secrets of the past, and solve tense puzzles together. Meanwhile, Billy continues to investigate, and questions continue to surround him. Billy's anxiety gradually becomes a race against time to find the truth about Phyllis. Can he rescue her in time before everything becomes too late? And how will the secrets behind this disappearance change the lives of everyone involved? The story of Phyllis Summers' disappearance is getting more and more complicated and dramatic. The main characters are facing difficult choices and secrets that they cannot reveal. Billy, Summer, Daniel, Nick, Phyllis, and Sharon will have to face dangers not only from the captor but also from the secrets they have kept hidden from them in the past. While Phyllis and Sharon solve difficult puzzles, Billy will also have to face the truth about Phyllis and the conspiracy behind her disappearance. The story will continue to develop with unpredictable situations, and viewers will not be able to take their eyes off the screen as the secrets are gradually revealed. In the tumultuous world of the young and the restless, there is no shortage of thrilling stories with dramatic plots. One of the recent stories that has attracted special attention is the mysterious disappearance of Phyllis Summers. Disappearing without a trace, Phyllis has left her family and friends bewildered, especially Billy Abbott. When he returns from Paris, all he can do is try to find out the truth behind Phyllis's disappearance. Meanwhile, secrets are gradually revealed, making the situation more complicated. Who is behind this disappearance? And can Billy solve his suspicions before it's too late? Billy Abbott returns, and worried about Phyllis after a long business trip in Paris, Billy Abbott returns home with a worried mood. Phyllis, whom he has always trusted and loved, suddenly disappears without a trace. This makes Billy unable to help but worry about her safety. He starts searching for any information he can about Phyllis, but the vague explanations from Summer, Daniel, and Nick only make him more confused. Phyllis informs Summer that she is following important business leads and asks her not to disclose this information to Billy. Summer, despite her concern for her mother, tries to comply with Phyllis's request. She warns Daniel and Nick about this anomaly, forcing them to keep their conversations with Billy under wraps as well. This only increases Billy's suspicions, as he senses that something is not right behind Phyllis's disappearance. Billy begins to suspect that Phyllis may be hiding something important, and decides to investigate further. He cannot accept that Phyllis is just going somewhere to have some private time, as that is not something Phyllis would do while immersed in important work at Abbott Communications. This not only worries Billy, but also motivates him to investigate further. While tracking Sally's movements, Billy accidentally discovers a secret conversation between Sally and Ian Ward, a character who has caused a lot of trouble in the past. Billy overhears the conversation over the phone, and what surprises him is the way Sally calls Ian Dad. This not only confuses Billy, but also creates a series of questions about the true relationship between Ian and Sally. This relationship is completely unexpected and unbelievable. Ian, who had a complicated history and a troubled relationship with the Abbott family, now appears in Sally's life in a mysterious and inexplicable way. Billy begins to suspect that Sally is not a random character in this story. She may have been placed in this situation by Ian to carry out some revenge plan. The secrets behind Phyllis and Sharon's disappearance. As the relationship between Ian and Sally begins to be revealed, Billy becomes more and more concerned about the disappearance of Phyllis and Sharon. He begins to see a shadowy connection between Sally and Ian, possibly related to the kidnapping of Phyllis and Sharon. Is this a calculated revenge plot, planned by Ian and Sally all along? Billy begins to suspect that Phyllis and Sharon may be being held somewhere, but he doesn't know exactly where. Are they places familiar to Ian from the past, or could it be a completely new location that Billy has never considered? This question becomes a haunting question in Billy's mind, as he sees the connection between these people becoming more and more apparent. What makes the situation more complicated is that Phyllis and Sharon's relationship is not simple. They have been through trials together in the past, but have not always been close. This makes Billy wonder if Phyllis and Sharon have unwittingly become the targets of an elaborate plan that Ian and Sally have prepared all along. Ian and Sally, the intention behind the revenge. Billy realizes that Ian and Sally are not simply after revenge. Their relationship may be part of a larger plot, designed to bring about Phyllis and Sharon's complete downfall. Billy cannot help but worry that Phyllis and Sharon's imprisonment is part of a larger revenge plan, which Sally and Ian have orchestrated to exact revenge on the past and the relationships Phyllis has created. During the investigation, Billy finds that the clues Sally leaves behind are very subtle, as if she is playing a psychological game with the people she knows best. Billy is not only faced with Phyllis's disappearance, but also has to deal with a hidden enemy who is capable of creating tricky situations. Billy decides to act as the secrets about Ian and Sally are gradually revealed. Billy decides not to sit idly by. He knows that Phyllis and Sharon are in danger, and it's up to him to find out where they're being held before it's too late. Billy begins to prepare a plan of action, even though he knows that confronting Ian and Sally won't be easy. Complicated relationships and deep conspiracies make every decision Billy makes extremely important. With the support of Daniel and Nick, Billy tries to find the last clue, while avoiding detection by Sally and Ian. But can Billy save Phyllis and Sharon before the kidnappers can carry out their plan? Or will he have to face terrible truths he can't even imagine? Secrets waiting to be revealed. The story of Phyllis and Sharon's disappearance becomes more complicated and dramatic. Billy not only has to face the disappearance of his loved ones, but also has to uncover dark secrets about the relationship between Sally and Ian. Revenge plots, elaborate plans, and tense psychological confrontations are about to unfold. As Billy continues to investigate and search for clues, we will witness unpredictable situations and dangerous decisions. Will Phyllis and Sharon be able to escape danger? Or will they become pawns in a game they cannot control? Only time will tell. Subscribe to our channel to stay updated with the latest news.